Goodfellas TV from Alexis Too Sexy Salazar.
All right, man. Terence Crawford posted this the other day, man. He says that one day y'all going to give me my respect and crown me the best sooner or later. I know it's hard for y'all to say it, but just say it. I'm the best now. You got people in the comment section like Lou DeBella saying that, well, you need to sacrifice, make the Spence fight, beat him, and most knowledgeable people in boxing will say it. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's totally fine with what he's saying. But I mean, they want this dude to bend over backwards to make a fight. And he's not Devin Haney age, he's not Gervonta Tank Davis age. You know what I'm saying? You know, people putting the onus on him. I mean, I felt that he done enough when he left Top Rank to cross the street. He didn't hide behind, a manager or promoter like most of these fighters do. At the end of the day, he's made the biggest step forward by leaving Top Rank. Now give him the offer that he deserved. It's as simple as that. And everybody like Lou DeBella know that they don't want to make this fight. Lou DeBella tried to make the biggest fight in boxing at the time, Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. And what happened when he tried to make that fight? He got banished from PBC. And that's why he got to shack up with Bob Arum to survive out here. He got banished. So if anybody know the truth that's on this thread, it's Lou DeBella. If anybody know, and everybody want to continue to dodge the truth about it. If Crawford didn't want to make that fight, bro. If Crawford didn't want to make this fight, bro, Crawford would have hid behind Bob Arum. Just like Errol Spence hide behind Al Heyman, and countless premier boxing champion fighters hide behind Al Heyman. And people criticize him for saying this, and he is the best fighter. It's just not because it's Terence Crawford. They've been doing this to black fighters forever. We got a different scale we on. Canelo lose the beef when people still say he number one. How? It ain't like he lost a split decision or a majority decision. Like, oh boy, lost 10-2, and some people booked 9-3. And Canelo's lost, and some people mind Canelo can have 4 or 5 losses. He's not dominating like Terence Crawford. He's not dominating like Errol Spence. Errol Spence is consistently having better performances than Canelo Alvarez. Terence Crawford is having better performances than Canelo Alvarez. And Inoue. Inoue had a shaky performance versus Nino Donaire that nobody tend to want to acknowledge. It's just like Roman Chocolito. Solid fighter, but was he the best fighter in the sport? No. And at the height of them crowning him before he can get to the Inoue fight and get baptized or retired out the sport of boxing for good, Soren Riebenstein dominated him twice and obliterated him the second time. So it's always they're always trying to put some fucking ethnic fighter above somebody. That's just what it is. That's boxing. Discredit the black fighter. That's all it boiled down to. That's what it is. Throughout history, they've done that. Sometimes they couldn't do it, like Muhammad Ali, Evander Holyfield, Mike. Absolutely, it was time they couldn't do it. Try to put De La Hoya up there. He was never better than Roy Jones. Especially prime. It's prime Roy Jones. They try to do it to Andre Ward. Try to discredit Andre Ward. Try to put Golovkin up there and stuff of that nature. Canelo Alvarez, skill-wise, from what we've seen so far, things can change. Crawford can go out there, and do great things and lose. But skill-wise, he ain't on Crawford level, and everybody know it. How you lose to somebody like Dimitri Bivol when you hired in Dimitri Bivol on a pound for pound list? How does that work? What was the point of them fighting? And Crawford, he could just be stirring the pot, but you ain't gonna get acknowledgement from these fight fans. These are the same people that's continue to hide behind Chocolito like he was the best. Same people that said Pacquiao was better than Floyd Mayweather all them years. Same people who didn't acknowledge Bernard Hopkins till he retired or got beat up out the sport. Who never acknowledged some of these dudes as top fighters. And if he didn't want to, if there's such an issue and people crying about it, if he didn't want to fight Terence, if he didn't want to fight Errol Spence, wouldn't he just hid behind Bob Arum? Honestly, wouldn't he just literally just hid behind Bob Arum? If he did not want to fight, If he did not want to fight Errol Spence, he just would have hit behind Bob Arum and said, well, y'all got to make the fight with Bob or ain't no fight. Ain't that what he would have said? That's my thing about it. Ain't that what he would have said? Nobody putting 2 and 2 together. The ball in PBC court now, they said this months ago they didn't have the money for him. What's changed? What's changed? That's what I'm trying to ask y'all. What's changed? If they ain't had the money today, if they ain't had the money a few months ago, what's changed? Al Heyman ain't even trying to make that fight. You know? Al Heyman is not trying to make that fight. You know? We just being real. But it is what it is. You know, people just don't put it together. They never gonna put no blame on Spence. You know? And if I was Terence Crawford, bro, I'm at the point where it's take it or leave it. That's where we at. If I'm him, that's where I'm at with it. Take it or leave it. Straight up and down. Take it or leave it. You know? Simple as that. But, you know, like I said before, he just probably trying to stir the pot. You know he's not going to get credit. You know? And it is what it is. It is what it is. You know? But we got to wait and see. But oh my bad, I'm putting on my business out there and shit. Shout out to Ty, he sent me some shit. But we gotta wait and see. We gotta wait and see. So but say he said, well, he ain't gonna give me respect. But to get past Spence, you gotta get Spence in the ring. And Spence going around telling people that Al Heyman don't want to make the fight. He want him to fight Keith Thurman. He told Al this the only fight he want to do. And we gotta wait and see. But everybody said, oh, you gotta beat Spence to get your respect. What else y'all want the man to do? He left his company. You know, they want Terence Crawford to take a bullshit deal. They want him to take a 20% split, go to Dallas, and at the end of the day, what I get for beating Errol Spence, what's better than money? Because I'm not gonna get respect after the fight. I might get Errol Spence respect. I might get Derrick James respect, but I'm not gonna get the respect of the fans. I'm not gonna get the unconditional respect. One thing I do know is Cash Money is never gonna play out. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing we do know. Cash Money is never gonna play out. One thing I know about, if they give me $20 million, I know 20 million is 20 million. That's what we do know. 20 million is 20 million. So that's what we do know. So, you know, I want my money. If I'm him, I want my money like everybody else want their money. I want the respect. Canelo Alvarez came over here to get 50. You telling me I can't get 50% of that? 40% of that? I don't deserve that? Cool. You know? Cool. That's fine. I don't deserve that. But don't waste my time talking about this fight. Let's just cut off negotiations. Everybody's saying, everybody's saying, man, him and Crawford and Spence saying, well, I don't see nothing blocking the fight. Dog, y'all been saying this shit for 3 years. We ain't made no progress. We ain't been talking about no venue. Y'all still stuck on the split. And Al Heyman telling that dude, take her to leave it at this point. And he ain't took it yet. He ain't took it yet. So, I mean, at the end of the day, when can we be put out our misery for this? We know in my mind, we know closer than we were 3 years ago. And if you are closer, it's because Terence left Top Rank. That's it. Crawford has been away from Top Rank for how long now? Do the math. Half of November, December, January, February, March, April, half of May, 6 months. A little bit over 6 months he been free. And we still ain't got no progression. People will, give fight Spence, you get your respect. You want me to take peanuts? Want me to take food stamps? Want me to get paid in the Netherlands money? So, yeah, it is what it is, man. And nobody gonna put pressure on Spence. None. All the pressure on Terence Crawford to take a bullshit deal. But then again, Terence Crawford negotiations tactics has been trash. Just to the naked ear though. But it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. Shout out to Welterweight Box News Playlist. Financial one support the channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit my link tree up. You find me on Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. All that's there. It's the first link in the description. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time. Peace.